we're back with a brand new setup. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Since well before Christmas, I think. We recorded 2 videos, I think, and then we were looking at them, and I was just like, we need a new setup.
We needed a new setup.
Yeah.
And we got a new setup.
We got a new setup.
It's not finished yet, but
no, we're missing 1 or 2 things.
Yes, we're getting there.
We're getting there. This was kind of one of the main plans, I think, from the very start when we made the studio.
Yeah.
It was to kind of do this, and then as the year went on, just trying to get videos sorted and try to get them out. We just never did it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were asking, can we kind of change it up a bit, add a bit of colour here and there, or add something in the background. We have 1 or 2 things maybe to add.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I have a couple of things for sure. Yeah.
You definitely.
Yeah.
And we have the biggest change is we have camera here
and camera over here
and a camera here. So 3 cameras as opposed to the 1 camera. We're actually facing each other.
Yeah.
We just, as things are talking, we recorded this video about 3 or 4 days ago, 5 days ago, and things have changed so much that we just had to just redo it.
So we're talking about Britain's Strongest Man.
Yes. So we're talking about Britain's Strongest Man 2023. It's always the first thing on the Giant Slave calendar every year. It's always around the January times, definitely early February at most. It's being held on the 28th of January in the Utilia Arena in Sheffield. It's been held in the same location since 2018. We have some previous winners competing this year, and we have some guys that were supposed to be competing, however, due to injuries, they could not compete. So before we actually get into the athletes, I think we should talk about the 3 big names that can't compete this year.
Yes.
And that is starting with first, we have Pau O'Dwyer.
Supposed to
be representing Ireland. I think he was the first to pull out.
He was the first one to get injured, and from what we saw, it was a big enough injury, his hamstring.
So that was the first athlete, and then the next 2 athletes were announced on the same day as being out of competition, and that was Terry Hollins, and then we had the long-awaited return of Luke Richardson. But however, Luke, again, with an injury, can't compete this year. Another year where we won't see him Britain's Strongest Man.
Yeah, so it looks like he has to take the year off again. So he can't compete in World's Strongest Man, he can't compete in Europe's, and he can't compete in Britain. So it looks like he tore his lat. We don't know how serious is the injury. He sort of pretty much thinks it's pretty serious. He needs to get MRI on it. And when he gets it, they'll probably will know more when it comes to like what kind of rehab, or maybe he will need even the surgery. Depends on the injury, of course. And hopefully it's not the case. Hopefully he'll be able to rehab, and maybe by the end of the year he'll be back competing in some Giants Life competition. You never know.
Starting to turn into a bit of a Mateusz Kielikowski kind of story now at this stage.
He had a lot of injuries in the last 2 years, and 2 bicep surgeries, a knee surgery, I believe, and now the lat. It seems like every time he's at his peak, something happens, and hopefully he can overcome that. Maybe he needs to adjust a couple of things when it comes to prep for the competition. But
he's back to small bit or something.
He's back from lots of guys are speculating maybe he was lifting too heavy before the competition. Maybe he should take it easy. I don't know. Like Luke he knows his body better than anyone else. The other guys, all he can do is just speculate. Whatever he's supposed to do this or he's supposed to do that.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, everyone is different, and his body's reacted the way it's reacted, and hopefully it's just. He can take something out of it and apply it and come back even healthier in upcoming years.
So that is Pau O'Dwyer and Luke Richardson. And then, like we were saying, the third athlete is Terry Hollins. So Terry Hollins on his long-awaited return to the strongman game.
I was surprised that he came back again. So he seems like he's did bodybuilding, did a bit of strongman, again bodybuilding, and now he's trying to get back into strongman. I don't know what happened with him. Maybe he says it's something to do with his mental state at this point. So hopefully there's no injury there, and it's hard for him to, at his age, to straight away jump into Giants Live where the standard is pretty high, and Britain's in the mid 40s, and Britain's has a good lineup now. And so I don't know why he did that. Hopefully, I don't know, he will recover somehow, and I don't know what he wants to do after, or keep going with the strongman, or go back again
to bodybuilding.
We
never know. those are the 3 big names that aren't going to be a Britain's Strongest Man in 2023. However, we do have 12 athletes that will be competing, and there's someone in it specifically that I am gladly to see. I'd say you're the exact same. So let's get into it. So we have representing England, we have Adam Bishop. Then representing Wales, we have Gavin Bilton. A friend of yours, then we have Graham Hicks representing England. We then have Paul Smith representing England. Again, we have Ryan Bennett, another Englishman. Shane Flowers, again, representing England. Then we have the new face in for this year, which is Kane Francis, who is replacing Luke Richardson, Terry Hollins. We have Mark Felix representing England. Lewis Jack representing Scotland. We have Andy Black representing Scotland. Zake Maluzu representing Scotland as well. And then we have the new guy in there, which is Killian Groom representing Ireland.
He was confirmed only recently.
Yeah, he was confirmed the same day as Kane Francis, the same day that Terry Hollins and Luke Richardson were announced that they weren't going to compete.
So it's good to see Killian in the mix. I don't think he will be in very great shape because he has other competition in February. I think he was speaking for that competition, but nevertheless he deserves to be there. And yes, and I still, it's even for him, it's possible to crack probably top 5.
Oh, without a doubt. The thing about Killian, like we seen him at UK's Strongest Man last year, and just for someone that's so young, his mindset when we were talking to him was just incredible.
He's very driven. He's very dedicated. So I think from every year it seems like he's getting better and better and better, and hopefully it's going to be the trend for him.
And the thing about him is that, like, I think a lot of people say they like strongmen or they like competing strongmen. Like, he loves it. Like, you could see when he didn't get onto the podium, he was just he was just in terrible shape, but that was just because the love, the passion for it was there. Like, you know, you could see it. I was so surprised when I did see him announced for Giants Live, just because, like, maybe I thought they would have got another English person or Scottish person, but I'm absolutely delighted to see him there.
No, it kind of makes sense. Like Pat wasn't competing, and Pat he's probably he's 5 times Ireland's Strongest Man. He was competing in Giants Live now multiple times, and it's nice to see an Irish national to compete in Britain's as well. And Killian is deserving that invitation.
Yeah, exactly, without a doubt. So those are the 12 athletes competing at this year's Britain's Strongest Man 2023. We now have the 5 events that we'll be competing in. So for event 1, we have a deadlift ladder. Then for event 2, we have a car walk. Event 3 is a Viking press. Event 4, a loading press. And then finally, to end it, we have the power stairs. Great event for you.
That one actually, the Giants Live power stairs, I think they pretty good setup. They're not like World's Strongest Man power stairs where you have to be 6'8" to do well. Well, Z is 6'3". He's probably one of the best at this event, you know. But nevertheless, I'm 5'10". But for me, it's a bit of a struggle to do that event. So I would have preferred probably Giants Live setup in that World's Strongest Man.
Yes, like we're saying with the power stairs, we don't have the weights. We're only speculating. So I'd imagine the deadlift ladder was the same with Marius competing in Europe's Strongest Man.
Pretty much, probably the heaviest will be 380 kilos.
Yeah, around that. Car walk.
450.
450. Yeah. Viking press.
It's going to be 155 probably, something like
reps.
that. Yeah.
Probably talking about 7-8 rep range, maybe around that.
Maybe even more. I watched a couple of guys trying that event in the yard of Giants Live. And I can't remember, one guy was getting a lot of reps actually. So, and he said on his post that sort of it's a competition weight. So I think I'm expecting like maybe probably 8 to 12 reps range when it comes to like winning, probably about double digits. So it's gonna be probably 12 or 13, you know. It depends on the setup, but like that guy, I don't know, like I don't think that he's the guy that would be classed as a favorite to win the whole thing, and he was getting good few reps in it. So I think that they will go to double digits, a good few lads.
And then with the loading race, then there's probably, again, like usually probably 4 implements weighing between about 100 to 120 kilos. So usually a sandbag in there somewhere. So
anchor probably again, sandbag, or would they have tires? Sometimes they have. So it's going to be a tough event.
So that's the 12 athletes. Those are the 5 events. So I think now is the most important. We have the predictions. So we're going to go for a top 3 prediction. I think this year we're actually going to get the whiteboard back, and we're going to have to mark this and see and decide who at the end of the year is actually officially the best ever.
Yes, at predictions.
So we put somewhere here or here.
That's actually a great idea. Hopefully.
Yeah, so let us know what you think. Do you want us to bring back the whiteboard for 2023?
Yeah. Smaller version of
the smaller one. This the other one
not as massive.
The other one will be like this big.
Yeah, we don't need that one. Yeah.
So we're going to put up a scoreboard and see who's the favourite. So do you want to start off?
Yes, my prediction, like I was thinking about it, like 2 days ago I made one prediction.
Yes.
My prediction might have changed. Okay, so my prediction now would be top two guys probably is going to be between Adam Bishop and Graham Hicks. That's what I think, and I think Graham will win against Adam.
Yeah.
But it's going to be very close. That's my opinion. Now, for me, third place is actually the hardest one probably to predict. I have Gavin Bilton or Paul Smith
coming in third.
Very
close.
Very close. So I don't know. Like I would, based on my structure, 5'10" guy, I would love to see Paul Smith finishing in third and Graham Hicks win.
The short guys.
The short guys on a podium. But I think Gavin Bilton, based on his last year's team competition performance.
Yeah, only in November there.
Yeah,
very good.
And I think he might finish in third place this year. You know, even like he might have a chance of maybe like battling out with Adam Bishop, because Adam is coming back from the injuries. I texted him and he seems like he feels pretty confident and he feels healthy. So hopefully he will come in like 100% ready for that competition. Graham Hicks, from texting him, he told me that he lost a good bit of weight. He weighs in now around 148 kilos, which is still very heavy.
Yeah.
But
for 5'10".
For 5'10", but he used to be over 160. From what
was your heaviest? You were
150.
Yeah.
152, 151.
that
was too heavy as well. So Graham is just surpasses me when it comes to body weight. And he looks, and he says like he's injury free and he looks great, and he's moving better when it comes to moon events. So that's why I have him winning. So that would be my prediction: Graham Hicks, Adam Bishop, Gavin Bilton, Paul Smith in fourth.
So my prediction that I had the other day, it's changed because obviously Terry Hollins is no longer competing. I had him finishing in third, but like that, I'll keep with the first two again. So that was Graham Hicks in first, Adam Bishop in second. Now I feel that the reason because I'm going to put Graham ahead of Adam is because I feel that Graham is probably, if his like groin issue that he's had for the last while stays put, I think he'll somehow beat him just on the power, maybe on the power stairs car walk. I just think when it comes to mobility, I'd say Graham is going to beat him. So that's why I put Graham ahead of Adam. Because my prediction is gone out the window because of Terry not there, and I see Killian is in there. I think Killian is going to finish in third, and I think Gavin Bilton in fourth. And I am literally going out on a whim here because I'm hoping that Killian on his first Giants Live is going to show everybody up, and he's just going to come out on top. Like he did very well last year at UK Strongest Man. Now I know, like you're saying, he's not fit.
No, there's one event that will hurt him a lot, I believe. Overhead. His overhead is not there yet.
Okay.
He has 140 or 50 log for one rep.
Okay.
That's where I think he will lose a good bit of points. So I can see him maybe finish him at the best 5th place.
Oh wow.
So, but that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. You can go
So the reason, so I'm going to go Graham Hicks first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Graham Hicks first, Adam Bishop second,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go Killian Groom third.
Okay.
And the reason is because if it's the first prediction and I lose the first prediction on the whiteboard, I don't care. There's plenty more shows. I just want to see an Irishman up on the podium. He deserves to be there. He's so driven when it comes to strongman. And look, if I lose it, I lose.
Being a bit biased, but that's okay.
Come on, how often do we see an Irish person other than Powd where, say, competing? You're going to have him.
Giants Live.
Live.
Yeah, probably. Well, he's only second person.
Yeah.
Would be. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe our subscribers know better.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not that many Irish people that have competed in Giants Live.
In recent years, for sure, no.
Yeah.
No.
So that's why I say if Killian is there, if it's his only time there, I'm just going to give him the chance. So that is my prediction. That's your own prediction. Yeah. Like we were saying at the start of the video, it's the first time we've been back since probably the start of December. Like we're saying, we just really decided to rejig the place. We had
a couple of setbacks as well. We're not very consistent with our videos. We have to admit.
I am only back from sickness. Yes. I was off for a few days. Yes. Only literally the day after. Not even. It was the evening after video. Yes. Recording the last video.
Yeah, the last video. Yeah, and we were on the. What do we say? We were planning to post the video, but all these injuries and all these...
like we were saying, like the last video was actually made. Yeah, like I had it finished, I was edited, literally uploading it to YouTube. Yeah. Seeing like the two athletes, so Luke Richardson and Terry Hollins pulled out. Yeah. So obviously there was no point in posting it the day that the injuries came out. So we decided, right, we'll scrap it, go again with a new video. Hopefully everybody likes the new setup, and please let us know in the comment section down below what you think. As well as that, let us know in the comment section down below what your predictions are for the event. I think it's going to be a great event, just from the list of athletes that are there. We have some new faces in there. Hopefully, they'll show the older guys how it's done. We might see a new face like we did with Mitch Hooper last year. So like always, if you haven't already, make sure to like the video. Like I was saying earlier, if you can, please leave a comment on the video. Helps us more than you can think. We love looking at the comments, love getting back, love giving feedback. Most importantly, if you're not subscribed, press the subscribe button down below. Press the bell icon, stay up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers. You'll see us soon for another video. We'll get up with the roundup, which it is 28, so it's that next Saturday. Yeah, so sometime next week, you're going to see updates for the show. Like always, we'll see you in the next video.
See you later, guys.